Good morning, lovelies. Welcome to a new week. I've gone live almost an hour earlier than normal because I'm feeling overwhelm coming at me from a couple of different directions, and I want to make sure that I show up every morning for these videos, and the fact that I'm doing this an hour early breaks a rule, but it's a breakable rule for me. I think the day that I break the rule that I don't show up at all and I skip a day is the first day of a series where that's going to happen more often. I know that I've mentioned that before, and I do so because it's something I know about myself. Momentum is a really powerful force for me, and it's a really one of the most difficult things to generate. But once I have momentum, once I start doing the thing, that was hard for me to do. As long as I keep doing it, it's much easier than if I've got to start all over again. And I think that's true for a lot of creatives. And the fact is, we're all creatives. Whether it's art or business or relationships or tonight's dinner, we're all creativists. We're all creating all the time. And so coming at it from that point of view, momentum is important for all of us, I think, to a certain extent. It's definitely important for me. And the overwhelm that's coming at me is, some of it is completely wonderful and some of it is really, really sad. Our little cat has cancer, and I think she's starting to get a bit unwell, and so I'm sad about that. And there's some really wonderful things going on with Goddess Kindled Universe, and so I'm really excited about that. And so I've got this sad with our little kitty cat on one side and the wonderful exploding growth of Goddess Kindled Universe and my books on the other. And a dear friend of mine said last week, described what I'm doing as creating an ecosystem within which these different things that I'm creating can exist. So the magical realism novels, the experiential magic, the guides, these two sides of my book writing life, and then the courses that will come out of the magic books that I'm writing and the meditations. And so there's all these different wonderful facets of Goddess Kindled Universe. As I'm planning the second book in the series, I'm realising that there are at least 4 other books that I need to write to really tell the full story, and I just can't not do that. And so now I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed because in order to move forward with the plot of the second book, I think I'm going to have to flesh out the plots for these other books as well, because they feed into this story. These new stories happen before the story that I'm currently, the second book in the Pull of the Tribe series. And so it's like the Pull of the Tribe has turned into a saga. It's not a series anymore, it's a saga within the Goddess Kindled Universe ecosystem. And everything's connected, and I'm feeling just a little bit overwhelmed. And so I'll write out my bullet points, and I'll do the first thing on the list, and when that's done, I'll do the second thing on the list. And let's see, 30 years ago, as a 15-year-old girl in my first job at Kmart as a checkout chick, here's a really valuable lesson. Focus on the next person in the line. In the middle of a Christmas rush or at the start of the year when everyone was there buying their new school things, you just look at the next person in the line. Don't ever look down the line. Look at the person in front of you. And so I'll be looking at the thing in front of me. I'm focusing on that today. I'll see you tomorrow.